All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakahakwadash, Barakatah. All right, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakahakwadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. All right, I'm the brother Zion, and this is going to be a quick open forum through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and Lord willing, you can be edified. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 1. It says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. All right, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And we understand that the banner is these holy scriptures. Okay, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, which represents these governments, okay, which you have brothers scattered amongst the four corners of the land teaching this truth all over. Psalms 19, right? It says, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Okay, and the scriptures speak about going into the highways and the streets and the lanes of the city. All right, the scriptures speak about the highways and the hedges. Okay, it also tells us to go into the chief place of concourse and teach this word, man. The Lord told Ezekiel to eat this roll and go out there on the highways and the byways and teach. All right, teach Israel, teach Jake. The scriptures say, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. Okay, so that's how the Lord is speaking, man, through his prophets. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice at my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. And we understand that according to Exodus 15 and 3, the Lord is a man of war. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is literally gathering the nations, okay, to come together for the third world's war, for destruction, okay, for ultimate nuclear destruction, man. That's what's getting ready to take place. And we are to gear our minds for these types of things, man. I always tell brothers, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is, he's purging us, man. He's purging us. He's getting us ready. All right? Just like he's getting the nations ready, hey, he's getting his men ready. He's the perfect balance. It says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. And you had this one dude, he was on, I think he was on like TikTok, and he was saying that he met some Israelites, and basically an Israelite told him that the Most High created man to create the nuclear missile so they can destroy themselves, and he thought that was funny. But he doesn't understand what the scriptures say. It tells us that the Lord created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire. Okay, just like it says, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. So these are the weapons of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's indignation. Just like we always say, that's ultimately the Lord's chip. Well, these are the Lord's missiles. Okay? Everything that you see that's gearing up for the future, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai created it, man. Or he allowed Esau to create it. But ultimately, the Lord is at the top. It says, howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So this destruction is going to come from the Lord. It's going to come from the heavens. It's going to come from the angels putting the spirit on different kings of the earth to make certain moves. But it's all going to be orders from the Lord, man. It says, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them, They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. So they're going to be, a lot of these mighty men out here, they're going to be as women. They're going to be as pussies. A lot of these people who claim that they tough guys, they're going to be weak. Okay? That's going to be the day of the Lord, man. The day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the day that he returns. And before that, there's going to be a series of events that takes place that's going to have these people shaken up. Jacob's trouble, the mark of the beast, the hour of temptation, lack of food, lack of water. Okay? That's going to be all before the missiles, man. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So this day is going to be cruel, man. The day of the Lord, we always like to joke around and say it ain't going to be hard candy, lollipops, flowers, popcorn. No, it's going to be the real deal, man. And that's why I say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he's prepping our minds to ultimately go through the fire, because we're going to have to go through two fires, man. We're going to have to go through the fire of Jacob's trouble, the fire of the adversity of the micro C-hip, the fire of the adversity of the famine. And then we're going to have to go through that. And then we're going to have to go through the ultimate fire, which is that thermonuclear destruction. We're going to have to get through that too. Okay? And we all believe we're going to make it through faith, man. We're going to make it through by the faith that the Lord is going to bestow upon us. Because pretty soon, that's all we're going to have is faith. Hell, that's all we got now. All right? So, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And you don't want to be caught up in that, category, okay? Because 2/3 of our people, they're going to get punished with the world for their iniquity and their wickedness. And I will Slakia. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So you got all these different proud spirits out here, primarily starting with the elite. They're the most proud, but then that goes down to a trickle-down effect to different people in society, man. That's proud as hell, walking around like they shit don't stink. You got people in Babylon that don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, and they're proud, man. The Lord's gonna get rid of all of you. Okay? Let's see where I was at. Okay, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And that's an Israelite man. Okay? Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. And you people gonna know what it's like when the Lord said he gonna shake the heavens. You gonna feel it, man. You gonna feel it when those missiles hit, when those warheads hit. You gonna feel the earth shake. Okay? And there's nothing you gonna be able to do about it. That's why the Lord said in a couple verses previous to that, they're gonna be like women, man. All right? Salakia. It says, therefore, and that goes into Isaiah 24. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. Then shall every man turn to his own people, and flee unto his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. And all of those things are going to come before the thermonuclear missiles, man. Their houses spoiled, their wives ravished. Okay? Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And we know that the Medes are the Russians. We know that. The Medes are the Russians. Okay? It says, hey, and the scriptures say, their silver and their gold shall they toss in the streets. It also says, go to now ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. So those different precepts are showing you that money's not going to mean shit in that day, man. It's not going to mean a damn thing. It's going to be about survival. Okay? So the Russians, they're not going to regard your silver or your gold. It says they're not going to delight in it, man. It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. We know what that is. And they shall have no pity upon the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. So this is going to be a day of all out mass destruction, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right. And Babylon, the glory of in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms and the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited again, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And that's going into Revelation. I believe it's 17, if I'm not mistaken, or 18. Then owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. Because that's after the destruction. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. All right, so all the shit that you see going on today, the Lord is showing you, man, that her days are not going to be prolonged. All right. So what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, right? This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. All right, so the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard from the thermonuclear destruction, from the warheads, from the missiles. All right, that's why I quoted, in what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, because it tells us in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved. Okay? And it shall come to pass that in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth that are upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days they shall be visited, man. All right. So yeah, that was pretty much Isaiah 13 right there. Okay. And that's definitely end time prophecy, man. So sit back, brothers, put your seatbelt on and buckle up, because we getting ready to enter into some detrimental times, man. All right. So with that, shalom.